March is almost over and it's time for a gardening update. If you're wondering about the plastic covering the garden, that's called a silage tarp. I'll keep the garden covered for 4 to 6 weeks, and it'll kill the weeds that are currently growing, and it'll encourage the weed seeds underneath the tarp to sprout, and then it will kill those also. It's not something that I intend to do every year, but the weeds got such a big head start on me this year that I felt like I had to. For areas that the tarp doesn't cover, I like to use a 4-tine cultivator, and that works a lot better than pulling them by hand. But to remove weeds around existing plants like the garlic plants, I do have to pull some by hand. I bought a compost sifter last fall and I finally got around to using it, and it works like a charm. You start out with some compost or leaf mold that is chunky, and it'll sift out the real fine parts and leave the chunks in the sifter. Then what you end up with is some really fine, beautiful sifted compost. I don't have my potatoes planted yet, but I do have my seed potatoes ready to go. Along with our potatoes, I'll be planting some sugar snap peas soon, and also probably some carrots. Our carrots last year did really well, and I'm hoping that they'll do just as well this year. Even though I haven't planted my potatoes, I'm starting to mix soil for them. I mix some used soil with some newer soil and add a few other things, and then they're ready to plant. This year I'm even adding some of that finely sifted compost. I'll try to do a video on the exact mixture soon. I mix everything together by rolling the soil back and forth on the tarp. I continue that process until it's thoroughly mixed. Indoors, I have some sweet potato slips that are just getting started. I saved a few smaller sweet potatoes from last year's harvest and kept them in a closet, and by the time I dig them out, they have a few sprouts already starting to grow. For those of you who are new to the channel, I like to grow our sweet potatoes in straw bales. It makes them much easier to harvest, and as you can see, they do pretty well. I'll be soon buying a straw bale and starting to condition it and getting it ready to plant. Some of the pepper plants that I started about 2 or 3 months ago are doing very well, and I recently harvested one from the candy sticks, and it tasted very good. The micro tomatoes are doing very well, and some of them are already starting to form flower buds. I really need to transplant those in a larger pot soon. I have one mixed tray that is mostly peppers with a few tomato plants and some greens. The tray next to the sweet potatoes has some Swiss chard, some basil, some kale, some garlic from some garlic bulbils, a tomato plant, and some chives that haven't come up yet. In the last tray are all pepper plants. These are some of my crosses, and some of them I have planted pretty thickly, but I'll be culling a lot of those very soon. I've already culled quite a few, but I still need to do a lot more as the plants get a little older. I've been having a little trouble with damping off on some of my tomato cross seedlings. This is one of the better variegated ones. It's lost quite a few leaves already, but I think I can save this one. Even though I have quite a few things planted, I still plan to start 2 or 3 more trays. Of course, not everything will end up out in the garden, and I'll keep a few plants to grow indoors. Don't forget to let us know where you are in the gardening process. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.